Check, check. There we go. That should be getting it now. Yeah. All right. Sorry, guys. Totally had a weird blow up on our end here. It's like we may be having some trouble with the stream too. I thought the internet was working just fine, but um, so if it errors up or anything like that, we apologize. We'll do our best here. This is your 12U Bulls taking on the Atlanta Fire in round 2 of the Peachtree Showdown over here in Atlanta, Georgia. Bulls are getting ready to take the ice here in just a moment. And there we go. Our officials blew the whistle. We are taking the ice. Bulls in their black jerseys today, so they're the away team. We'll be on the far end of the ice down there. Bulls coming off a big win against the Ice Bandits yesterday. We've got Atlanta Fire today, or this morning, and then we'll be playing the Carolina Rage this afternoon at 4:30 Eastern, 3:30 Central. I'm Justin Cole. With me is Lauren Cole, working the clock and all of the cool graphics for us. Big thank you to Lauren and all the time she puts in to help us out do this stuff. Starting out in net for us today is going to be Big Graham Steven. And we'll go ahead and take this opportunity to just say thank you to our coaches, head coach Josh Uptain, assistant coach Chris Brennan, and then there's that other guy down there. As always, if you have access to the chat and want to drop us a line, by all means, feel free. Got about 2 minutes left on this warm-up, and we will be in business. So the Big Bear Tournament runs these 13-minute periods. We have minute-and-a-half penalties. And in the scoring of it, a win is 2 points. A tie is a point for each team. And oh no, it's fine. Yeah, they can. That's fine. They're not in the way. Hey, Lonnie Vogan, appreciate you tuning in. Good grief, I have to get my words right. Again, guys, I'm sorry if the stream gets interrupted or anything like that. If it's too bad choppy, just let me know. I can post the recorded version later. Finally got my microphone working too, so I think we're going to be good to go here in just a couple of minutes. I was asking the boys this morning how many goals they were going to score and stuff like that. And my best answer came from Keegan Brennan. Keegan said, as many as it takes to win, coach. I said, I like that answer. A very thoughtful answer. So everybody else is like 2, 3, 5. All right, so rounding up the pucks. That buzzer means it is time to get this game underway. Again, appreciate everyone watching. And if you want to drop us a shout out or a line or whatever in the chat, please feel free. We'll get started here in just a moment. All right, here we go. Up first for the Bulls. Keegan Brennan for the faceoff. He's got Sasha Dedu with him. Gus Federley on his right. Back on defense, we got Parker Allen and Colton Pennington. Parker with a couple of huge bombs from the blue line during that Bandits game. And here we go. Puck is dropped. Keegan wins it forward, but the Fire taps it right back to their defense. Keegan with some pressure, and they called offsides. A little unsure about that, but okay. Hey, Brandy. Lauren says she misses you. Bulls send it into the offensive zone, but Fire immediately pick it up and skate it forward. Moving into Bulls territory. They take a shot. Graham stops that one and dives on it. Great stop by Graham. Bulls take a line change. Uptain out for the faceoff. Got Bencomo and Key with him. Should just call them by their first names. Looks like we got Fisher and can't tell who else is out there on defense, but Bulls win it over to Nate. Nate making a couple of moves. Nate coming up the near side boards, getting pressured by the defense. Nate still has possession, takes a swat at it. He goes behind the net over to Fisher. Fisher bats it back. It goes right to the Fire. Fisher backhands it around. Remy pursuing. Fire pick it up, skate behind their net. Coming out of the zone, Nate Key with some forecheck pressure there. Forces a pass. Fire take a swat at it, but it's blocked by Nate's leg pads. Nate now moving through the neutral zone. Bulls have it. Remy chips this one forward. Still tangled up in the neutral zone. Now here comes Nate. Nate makes a move around him, man. Takes a shot right through the legs of the goalie, and Nate Key with the first score of the game. Great teamwork there for Remy to feed that one to Nate. Nate made some good moves, and boom, he's in. Line change for the Bulls. Jack's out for the faceoff. He's got Ethan and Caleb with him. Back on defense is Bay and Jude. Jack battling this one forward. It's out of the zone. Jack manages to get his feet back on sides. Makes a pass over to Ethan. Ethan takes a shot, and that's a bar down ski. Ethan Buck with number 2 for the day. Great job by that line. Jack just battling hard to get across the blue line and set Ethan up perfectly. Puck is dropped. Keegan pressing forward. Fire wins this one. Skating into the Bulls territory. Pressure by Parker Allen forces a turnover, and Keegan's right there with some pressure. They send it back to the D-man, intercepted by Gus Federley. Gus over to Sasha, Sasha takes a shot point blank, and it's swallowed up by the goalie. That was a nice heads-up play by the goalie to read that pass and get in position. (2-0 Bulls, 11:10 left on the first period play clock. Keegan still out for the faceoff. Sasha and Gus. Back on defense is Parker and Lucas Colmager. Goes back to Parker. Parker sends it up to Keegan. Keegan makes a move right in traffic there. Turns it over. It goes back to Keegan. They managed to swat this one up, but our defense is there. Sasha trying to send it into the slot. Fire battling along the boards. They send it back around. Gus is there behind the net. Picks it up. Looks up. Circles. Fighting two guys off. Going right to the net. Oh, tries for the corner stuff. Gets it up to Keegan. Keegan takes a shot. And Keegan Brennan puts number 3 for the day up on the scoreboard. Really great job by Gus to continue to battle and let Keegan get open. All right, line change for the Bulls. We got Remy, Nate, and Will back out there. Big Ben and Pennington back on defense. Fire wins this one back to their D. They send it right back at Remy, and Nate's there. Nate gets cross-checked. Big Ben puts a stick on it and then stands a guy up. Now Remy has it, sends it to the boards. Remy's going to just try to chip this one in. He does, and they're going to call offsides. I'm not sure who was off there, but set up again right in the neutral zone. Bulls keep the same line, but oh no, okay, same defenders, same forwards. Remy for the faceoff. Fire wins this one back to their defense. They go D to D, but the pass is off, and Will is in hot pursuit. Will putting his hips into it, and they body the guy off the puck. Will takes his shot, but it's intercepted by defenders. Over into the far corner, the near corner. Nate sets up Will, but Will can't keep his stick on it, and Fire pick it up, skate through the neutral zone. They chip it in deep. Colmager gets back there, goes to fire it up to Will, but it's intercepted by the Fire defense. Fire's got to come out and regroup. They do. They send it back in. Colmager has it, swats it up to Will. They send it right back in, and they're going to be offsides. 9:37 left in the first. Jack for the faceoff. Ethan and Caleb with him. We got Bay and Fisher back on defense. Jack didn't quite win that one good enough, but he manages to pick it up, skate it through into the neutral zone. Defenders intercept him, and Jack's offsides. Jack wins this one over to Caleb. Caleb uses the boards to advance it. Jack with some pressure. Caleb loses his feet there, but he's right in position to body the guy off the puck, and it gets loose. Jack now pressuring on the near side boards. Defense sends it up to Ethan. Ethan in traffic sees Caleb wide open on the far side. Caleb skating in. Gets on the skates of a defender, and Bulls have to go back and regroup. Battle on the far side boards. Bay Thomas trying to shovel this one out. Ethan's wide open here on the far side, on the near side. Ethan picks it up from a pass. They skate in, but Jack Cooper was offsides. So we'll have to bring this one back out. I think Ethan made just one too many dekes there, and Jack was ahead of him. Well, that's all right. Bulls take a line change. Keegan, Sasha, and Gus out at forward. We've got Lucas Colmager and Jude Cody back on defense. Bulls win it back to their defense. They go D to D. Jude sends it up for Sasha. It's right off the end of his stick, and it's going to go in deep into Fire territory. The Fire player loses it. Sasha picks it up. Sasha circles, chips one up for Keegan. Keegan bats it down. Keegan takes a shot. Blocked by the goalie. Jude takes a shot from the blue line. It bounces in, and the goalie wisely swallows that one up and stops that play. A lot of heavy pressure there by the Bulls. Same line. Keegan wins this one back to the defense. Colmager takes a shot. It hits a defender. Colmager does a great job stuffing at that blue line. Fire send it in deep. Jude sends it around. Keegan's there. Keegan loses his feet, and the Fire defender takes a shot at the net, but intercepted there by Jude. Goes over to Colmajor in the far corner. Colmajor chips it up the boards, looking for Gus. Doesn't quite get to Gus, and they're going to take a shot on net. Graham blocks that one aside. Jude has it, circles, fires up the boards to Sasha. It gets loose. Now Keegan has it, and Keegan's got some space and a man with him. Keegan's loose. Here's Keegan. Keegan makes the shot, and Keegan Brennan with that open space. Man, he is so dangerous when he gets out there and has some room to work. 4-0 Bulls, 7:36 left to play in the first period. Line change for the Bulls. Remy's out for the faceoff. Fire win this one. Right back to their defense. They settle it down. Nate's going to intercept here on the near side. Nate's moving into Fire territory. Takes a shot wide of the net. Will Federley back there for it. He sends it to his D-man. They take a shot, and the goalie blocks that one and covers it. Nice recognition by that goalie to see that shot from the blue line. Sometimes those get lost, but he did a really good job stopping that one. Bulls win this one over to Nate. Nate goes right back to the defense. They go D to D. Ben Como winds up, and it's skated into by one of the Fire players, and they are on the attack now. Parker Allen intercepts and throws it back out in the neutral zone, so Fire have to go tag up. Bulls with some pressure. Remy's right there, blocks it down, gets it over to Nate. Nate's on the attack. It's a 2-on-1. Nate goes wide, passes it over to Will Federley. Will misses the shot. Now sets it up for Remy. Remy to Nate, and that's in. Great play. Remy realized he was covered up, feeds Nate in space, and Nate just tapped it around that goalie. Great communication, great work there by that line. Jack's out for the faceoff. He's got Ethan and Caleb with him. Puck bounces on the near side boards, and the Fire gets there first. They tap it in. Jack back checks and picks it up. Jack moving through space. He makes two guys miss. Man, Jack is hungry for this one. They go over to Caleb. Should have probably been offsides there. Jack was maybe a step ahead of Caleb. Caleb goes back to Ethan. Ethan takes a shot. Blocked aside. Ethan digging on the near side boards. The Fire get there. Fire skates into the neutral zone. Colton pushes him out wide, and Ethan's going to pick it up behind the net. Takes a swipe at it, sends it up for Caleb. It's off of Caleb's stick, and the Fire defense picks it up. Colton battling with that guy on the far side boards, and now they're in Bulls territory. They take a shot wide of the net. Picked up by the defense. They fling it forward, trying to clear, but they can't quite get there. Colton now has it. Keeps hitting the skate of those wingers. They go to take another shot, but Ethan Buck puts a stick on it. Now Ethan's about to bust loose into open space. Here comes Ethan. Defenders manage to back check and get there in time, and that's sticked aside by the goalie. But great heads-up play by Ethan to clear the zone and put a little pressure. They backhand this one out way deep. Pennington's there to settle it down. Pennington looks for Caleb in open space. Caleb over to Jack. Oh, but Jack can't settle it down, and it bounces right back over the blue line. Fire on the attack. They take a long shot. Graham just plays it over to Bay. Bay picks it up. Bay gets forearm shivered there up against the boards. Bulls are going to try to clear this one out. There we go. Now Keegan Brennan has it. Keegan making a couple of moves. Goes over to Gus Federley. Gus in the corner, digging it out. Battling guys off. Fire come up with it. They push out into the neutral zone. Defense dropping back. It's Bay Thomas and Jude. Bay we didn't have yesterday. Glad to see her back. Fire player loses his feet. Now Sasha has it. Skating up. He feeds Keegan. Keegan's moving through the neutral zone. There's a whole lot of wide open ice here. Keegan is dangerous in open ice, and that's number 3 for Keegan, I believe. And there's your hat trick, Keegan. A really, really great job. When he busts into open space, man, it is hard to stop him. Remy for the faceoff. He's got Will and Nate with him. Fire wins this one back to their defense. They chip it up the boards and right to, that was Big Ben. Big Ben looks for Nate, but can't quite connect. Nate's battling really hard up against the near side boards. Oh, they get it right around Big Ben, and Lucas Colmager gets there, cuts off the play, sends it up to Nate. Nate's making some moves, gets into neutral zone. Nate still skating through traffic. Oh, but the Fire put a stick on it, and they send it right back at us. Remy cuts him off, sends it in deep around the net. Colmager's going to drop back. Lucas Colmager sends it around for Will, but can't quite connect, and the Fire manages to put a stick on this one, so there's no icing. Nate Key with a huge forecheck there. Fire going to clear the zone, but just barely. Nate gets there. Now Nate's making some moves, slowing down a little bit, looking for some space. Nate back to Will, and I think they're going to get Nate for an elbow when he tried to push that guy off of him. So your Bulls are going to be on a penalty kill for the next minute and a half. All right. So minute and a half penalty kill. Out for the faceoff. It's Keegan. Keegan tries to clear this one, but the defender does a great job of holding that blue line. Parker Allen's back there battling. He gets the puck and drops behind the net. Fisher's there to help. Parker trying to use the boards to send this one up, but gets tangled up. Now Fisher's with the pressure. Fisher stands the guy up. It gets over to Keegan. Keegan using that speed to burn him right through the neutral zone, and here it is. Keegan Brennan, just him and the goalie. Wow, they managed to run him down and box him out. We got another penalty. They elbowed Keegan in the head. And so that's going to be one on the Fire. So it'll be 4-on-4 here. We'll face off in the Fire's zone. Coming out for the Bulls, we've got Sasha, Gus. We've got Colton and Jude back on defense. Gus is going to take the faceoff. None of the Fire players seem to want to get out there. There we go. Number 71 jumps in. All right. Fire wins the faceoff. They use the boards. It goes right to Jude. Jude settles it down, dumps it back in deep. Pursued now by Sasha. Gets over to Colton. Colton winds up, fires to Sasha. Sasha back to Colton. It jumps off of Colton's stick into the neutral zone. Bulls got to go tag up. Colton goes D to D. He hits Jude. Jude goes right back at Sasha. Sasha's going to pick it up on the far side boards. Oh, a stick from the defender, and they're battling right there. Trying to go far side. Jude now has it, tips it at the net. Sticked aside by the goalie. Fire pick it up. They're trying to skate it out. Bulls harassing them as they're leaving the zone. This guy breaks loose in open space, and Graham shuts him down. Really great back pressure there by Colton. Looks like the net got knocked off its moorings. So they blew the whistle on that. But really, really great stop by Graham, and really, really great pressure there by by Colton on the defense. So we got 1 second left on our penalty, 37 seconds left on the Fire. Jack's out for the faceoff. He's got Caleb and Ethan with him. It goes over to Ethan. Ethan pushes forward, but can't get it past the defender at the blue line. They're going to try to use the boards, but Caleb's there. Ethan chips this one out. Bulls clear it. That should clear the penalty. And here comes Colmager. It's Colmager and Ethan. Colmager sends it behind the net. Ethan gets there. Ethan's trying to settle it down and look for an open pass, but nothing doing. Fire throws this one way up, and Bay's going to have to turn the jets on to get back to it. Bay has it. She goes over to Colmager on the D. Cole Major settles it down, looks for some open space, chips it up to Caleb. Caleb to Jack. Jack skating through. He's got Ethan right there. Jack going for the wraparound, and it comes off of his stick. Now Bay has it. Bay winds up, fires, and Ethan goes to try to throw that one in and can't quite connect with the net. Fire way down deep. Defense is going to have to back check. There's Cole Major. He slows the play down. They fire, and it goes wide. There's a Fire player right there, but great pressure by Caleb to interrupt that play. Graham just going to say, nope, let's just stop this one. Let's cover it up. 55 seconds left in the first period. It's hard to believe this is the first period. Seems like this game's been going on a lot longer than that. Bull's going to go for a line change. Everybody's back at full strength now. Out for the Bulls. I can't tell. They're all grouped up there. It's Keegan, Gus, and Sasha. And then we've got Parker and Big Ben back on defense. Big Ben gets it, and he tries to put a hole in the boards with that pass. And it dies right in the slot in the Fire territory. Fire going to skate this one out. Parker chips it up the boards. Keegan's right there. Keegan puts a stick on it. Sasha has it. Whole lot of turnovers happening. Ben's going to have to get back and snag this one. He does. Ben Como over to Parker Allen, over to Uptain. Remy's fighting with Sasha, trying to get this one out, but the Fire come up with it. Gus putting the pressure on there, makes him having to skate real wide. They dump it in. Big Ben's going to get there first. He goes for Remy. Remy gets tripped, but gets right back up. And Parker's going to settle this one down, and that's going to end our first period. Really, really great first period by the Bulls. Lots of good passing, lots of good hustle. So we'll take a 60-second break. We'll be right back. All right, we are back. Wait for the officials to blow the whistle. Not sure what's happening here. So for this third game we'll be playing this afternoon, we will be playing the Carolina Rage. And got to give a big shout out to one of my buddies who is a parent on that team, Shane Pierce. Shane, if you followed this page or this broadcast for any amount of time, Shane was one of the dads that would broadcast for the Phoenix when his son played for the Atlanta Phoenix. Now plays for the Rage. Love Shane. Shane is awesome, and we'll be facing them again. So out for the Bulls in net now is Elijah Cole. We got Jack out for the faceoff. Caleb and Ethan with him. Back on defense, we have Fisher and Colton. Bulls getting lined up. Fire trying to figure out what their line's going to be. They make a few changes, and ref signaling, let's get this thing going. Fire wins it back, but their defenders not quite in place, so they're going to take it and drop back behind their net, using the boards to go around. Caleb's right there trying to keep it in. Caleb has it. Little space. He hits Ethan over right in the low slot. Ethan wide of the net. Caleb has it again. Looking to center this one, and it's still loose. And Ethan with the backhand. I think that was Ethan. May have been Jack. Can't tell who that one was. I think it was Jack. Jack's high-fiving people like that was him, so we'll give that one to Jack. Really great hustle there by Caleb to keep that in. And all right, line change for the Bulls. Keegan wins the faceoff forward. Sasha's pursuing, but getting in some, Keegan getting in some traffic. Oh, and a miscue at the blue line gives an opportunity for the Fire. They take a shot way over the net. Bay Thomas was dropping back to help her goalie out. Gus has it. Gus moving through some space. Gus gets it in the neutral zone. Looking for some passing options. He goes and throws it down ice. And Keegan's right there harassing those defenders. Fire come up with it. They skate in the zone. Take a shot. Elijah kicks this one aside. Sasha's going to pick it up on the far side boards and chip it for Keegan. Keegan chips it forward, and Keegan's got some speed now. It's just Keegan and one defender. He gets hooked down, but no call. Fire send this one way down ice, and that's going to be an icing. Again, sorry if the stream gets choppy at all. Sometimes the internet seems to drop out a little bit here. If it's too choppy, like I said, I will post a recorded version later. We do have a running clock now, so 11:15 and counting. We face off in the Fire zone. Will Federley backhands it to Nate. Nate takes a slapper but misses the net. Parker Allen settles it down at the blue line, hits Will. Will takes a shot. It's wide left of the net. Remy going back for it. Remy looking. Takes a chip shot, and it got kicked by a Fire defender. Lands behind the net. Bulls come up with it. Nate trying to send it to the defense, and defense is going to have to hustle to get back there to help their goalie out. They do. Wow, what an effort by Parker Allen to get back and make this happen. They're getting a lot of pressure back here. Remy with the back check, sending it around, trying to clear it out. Remy is just an absolute wrecking ball out there. And looks like they're going to get Nate Key for roughing. So Bulls will be on a penalty kill again. And that's 2 for Nate. Nate's got to be careful because I think it's with 4 penalties, they eject him from the game. I believe that's correct. So Bulls will have a 1.5-minute penalty kill. Time is running, so it's 9:44 left on the clock. Keegan Brennan takes the faceoff. Keegan can't quite get a handle on that. Fire chips a backhand shot over at the net, but Big Ben is right there, and he tosses it way down in the neutral zone. Keegan's right there with some pressure. Fire goes D to D. Keegan intercepts now, and Keegan's got space, takes a shot, and the goalie swallows that one up. Great stop by that goalie. 9:12 left on the rolling clock for the second period. Keegan can't win this faceoff. Fire take it behind their own net, but Will Federley's right there to intercept. Ben Como chops this one with a backhand right back at the Fire. Fire try to lift this one way out, but Bulls break on it, and Keegan's harassing those defenders. Ben Como settles it down, sends it back to Fisher, trying to give him some time to tag up. Fisher goes back to Ben Como. Gus is going to lift this one up and toss it in deep into Fire territory. Fire send this one out. Fisher's going to get it. He circles back, trying to find some space and some time for the Bulls to check up. He does. Gus now chips it forward. It's slowly rolling into Fire territory. No icing. Bulls taking a line change while Fire dive back on defense. Nate's out of the penalty box now. Jack Hooper with the harassment over to Ethan Buck. Ethan has Caleb fresh off the bench. He hits Caleb in space. Caleb takes his shot, and there's Caleb Doro's first one for the season. Great pass, great setup. Caleb did exactly what we've been teaching him to do. Jack for the face-off again and keep that same line out. Fire win the face-off. They throw it over against the far side boards. But Ethan Buck's going to be there to intercept. Ethan uses the boards to chip it forward, put some more space. He gets it over to Jack, and that goalie got wide and managed to bat that one aside. Bulls still putting a ton of pressure on this Fire defense. Fire chips this one out into the neutral zone. Jude's way back deep, playing his defensive position. He settles it down, looks for his passing options, sees Caleb on the far side open. Caleb goes to Jack, and, man, that was almost a breakout play there. Jack couldn't quite settle that one down. Fire attacking through the neutral zone, but Jude does a great job of tying his man up and lets Caleb get back to intercept that one. Oh, they take a shot, kicked aside by Elijah. Bulls clear this one. Jack now pursuing. Jack picks it up, but the defender puts a stick on it and slows this play down. Colton is there. Jack gets back on side. Colton's trying to push this one forward, loses his feet. Ethan Buck's there to shovel this one down range for Jack. Jack pursuing. Fire send it around the boards. Bay Thomas is there trying to seal the blue line. They chip it around Bay. And Colton with a miscue on coming off the ice. And thank goodness Bay was on her, had her wits about her because she was able to get back and stop that play from developing. Uptain now back checking. He backhands it around the boards. Remy fields his own pass and gets it over to Bay in the high slot. Colton slings this one around. It's going to clear the zone. Fire going to have to check up. Ethan intercepts that pass, saw it coming. Not a whole lot of urgency going on with, Ethan gets tripped, no call. Remy battling, sends a pass to the slot, but no one was home. Fire on the attack again. Bulls dropping back, making some moves. We've got a delayed penalty on the Bulls. They got a slash on, looks like Remy. Bulls on a penalty kill again. Clock's still rolling. Out for the Bulls, we have Nate, Cole Major, Will, and Parker. Nice. Bulls block that shot. It never even gets to Elijah. Nate circles behind the net. Nate got some space to work. Nate turning the speed on, makes a couple miss, enters the zone, takes his shot. It's wide of the net. Picked up by the Fire. They send it around. Cole Major's there to chip it forward, gets it to Nate. Nate settles down, looking for his options. Not a whole lot of pressure. Right in the slot is, looks like Cole Major. Cole Major backhands it, gets it to Nate. Nate loses his feet, and it's turned over to the Fire. They're going to clear this one out. Will is hanging back to cover for Cole Major. Parker trying to send it up. Fire enter the zone, but Cole Major's back. He lifts it way up and over and out in the neutral zone. Will on the attack. Will can't settle it down. They get it right back at Parker. Parker looking, uses the boards, looking for Will. He jumps over Will's stick, but, man, he's right there with some pressure. And there's Nate Key with him. Will gets it in the zone, bats it in deep. Again, putting the Fire back on their heels. Fire clear this one in the neutral zone, but oh, wow, Fisher's right there and throws it right on the net. Sticked aside by the goalie, but great job by Fisher to recognize that and slow that play down. Sasha was trying to feed Keegan right in the low slot. Big Ben intercepts this one, gets it back to Sasha. Sasha takes a shot. The goalie dives on it. Good heads-up play by the goalie. Bulls back at full strength, 3:05 and counting in the second period. All right, got the lines back situated. Keegan for the faceoff, Sasha and Gus with him. They win it back to Big Como. Big Como fires, hits the goalie right in the face, and Gus tried to clean that one up, but they whistle it dead. It looks like Bulls are going to go on a power play. 22 threw it down the ice after the whistle, and I'm not really sure about that call personally, but because it seemed like those kids didn't hear it coming. But Bulls on a power play for the next minute and a half. Puck is dropped. Gets over to to Lucas Coldmage. No, that was Bencomo. Bencomo fires, and Gus is right there to clean that one up. Great job by Bencomo, and great job by Gus to clean that one up. So this power play is over. Clear that out there. Minute 44 left to play. Jack for the faceoff. Ethan and Caleb with him. We've got Jude and Bay back on defense. Puck comes back to Jude. Jude sends it up the boards. Bulls can't quite get there, and the Fire get possession. Ethan Buck not giving him any time to really set up. Jude using the boards to try to clear this, and Jack skates right into it and blocks that one. It's Jack on the rush now. He gets caught up with some defenders, and that's going to be offsides. The puck bounced back right as Jack crossed the blue line, and they called that one offsides when I think that was Ethan picked it up and skated in with it. 52 seconds left, and we'll have a quick break for the second intermission. Jack wins this one forward. Ethan picks it up. Ethan skates past a couple of defenders, circles around. He's going behind the net. Ethan's got a lot of open space here. Sends a pass right over to Caleb Doro, and Caleb one-times it into the net. Beautiful setup. Beautiful setup. Ethan saw that open man, and Caleb was just in the right spot. 15 seconds left in the second period. Got a line change here now. Remy out for the faceoffs, and they just let the time run off the clock. So we'll be on a quick break here, and we'll be right back. And we're back. All right, changing goalies one more time. Graham Stevens going to come out for the Bulls in net for the third period. Remy for the faceoff. Fire chips this one back at the Bulls defense. Going to get settled down by Will. Will up to Remy. Remy trying to push through. Remy does push through. Wow. Remy, I mean, this kid plays like he's 10 foot tall and bulletproof. I say it all the time, but, man, he is just tough as nails. Hits his defender back. Defender takes his shot. Wow, just barely wide of the net. Colton almost had that one. Key picks it up. Key centers it. Intercepted. Colton putting some pressure on. It goes over to Nate. Nate manages to stretch out and press this one out of the hands of the defenders. Parker Allen fires one. Wow, Colton saw that. couldn't turn around in time, so he fed it over to Parker. Parker's shot got blocked, though, by the Fire defense. Fire going to throw this one way out. Parker's got to dive back to get it. Parker to Colton. Can't quite clear this one out. It bounced off of Colton's skates. And that was Nate back there back checking to help his defense out. Trying to clear still. It gets to Nate now. Nate's skating. Nate makes a move. Nate and Keegan. This is a dangerous combo right here. Nate goes to Will. Will takes a shot. It's over the net. Keegan settling it down. Keegan looking for some options. Whole lot of pressure here. And Keegan bounces that one up off of his stick, and it just took a crazy bounce. And that's going to be another one for Keegan on the day. Fire wins this one. They send it up to their center. He's skating through. They try to take a shot, but Ben Como gets a stick on it now. Bulls pick it up. Keegan has it, skating up against the near side boards, making a couple of moves. He clears it out and almost offsides, but the Fire managed to tag up. Sasha now gets a handle on it. Sasha got some space, skating into the zone. Sasha dives in the corner, circles, fires back to his defender. That's Ben Como. Ben Como tries to get it over to Cole Major, and the Fire read that one. And I'm not sure who they're going to call that on. It looks like they're going to call the Fire for a trip. So your Bulls will be on a power play for a minute and a half. I think that was 44, I believe. It was 44. Look at me. My eyes aren't as bad as I thought they were. Out for the Bulls. Jack, Ethan, and Caleb on offense. We've got Fisher and Jude back on defense. They win it over to Caleb. Caleb goes right back to Jude. Jude goes right back to Caleb. It bounces over a stick. Fire trying to clear this one out. Fisher gets there at the blue line, sends it right up to Ethan Buck. Ethan, so dangerous when he can circle. Caleb goes to Jack. Jack tips this one over the net. Jack tried to center that one and couldn't get a hold of it. Jude sends a shot. Caleb tries to tip it down. Caleb shoveling it around. Jude holds the blue line. They called that offsides. That's all right. Jude did a really good job getting back. I thought he had it in, but 6 1/2 dozen the other. Here we go. 48 seconds left on the power play. 9:06 left in this period. Well, the game, really, I guess. Remy for the faceoff. Remy wins it, bodies his man off the puck, gets it over to Will Federley. Will settles it down. No one's pressuring, so Will goes back to his defense. Colton chips it up for Nate. It's right there in the low slot. Will cleans it up, and Will Federley gets one for the day. All right, Remy can't quite win this one. Fire on the attack, and I think they're going to call him a penalty on, or maybe that was offsides. Looks like it was offsides. I thought they were going to get Remy for a trip there. Fire wins this one again. They kick it right at our defenders. Bay's like, nope, get that out of my face, and she clears the zone. Remy not letting up on the pressure. It gets to Will. Will goes over to Nate. Nate makes a couple of moves. Nate skates to the far side. Nate runs into some defenders, but Remy is right there, not letting this one go. Colton's right there with the pressure. Bodies his man off the puck, gets shoved. Gets over to Remy. Remy uses the boards and chips this one in deep. Remy right there to get his own pass. Sends it up the boards for Bay. Bay looking, fires, and that hits skates. Stops right in front of the goalie. I don't think Will even, or Nate even saw that. Bay Gets it over to Colton. Colton winds up, fires from the high slot, and that bounces over the goalie's glove. And that's one for Colton. Keegan out for the face-off. Gus and Sasha with him. We got Big Ben and Parker back on defense. Great job by the Bulls to body the guy off the puck and keep that one in. Gus to Keegan. Keegan makes some moves. Great job by that defender to stick that one aside. Big Como shoves that one forward. Oh, excuse me, that was Parker. Parker picks it up at the blue line. Oh, and I thought that one came out. Probably should have been offsides. Ben Como pursuing against the far side boards. They got some speed, though. They get around him, take a shot, sticked aside by Graham Steven. Bulls trying to clear the zone here. They don't manage to keep it out. Fire, chip it in deep. Ben Como's there. Ben Como using the boards, looking for Sasha, but Fire managed to get one downrange. And Parker Allen intercepts that and sends it up the boards. They're going to fire it right back at Parker. Way down deep, waving off icing. Ben Como picks it up, skates behind the net, looks for his passing options. It hits a defender. Cole Major's there to body the guy off the puck. And Bulls are going to clear the zone. Keegan, with a head full of steam, Keegan gets absolutely hammered right there at center ice. They send this one down. It's kind of on net, poked aside by Graham. Keegan picks it up. He's got Sasha with him. Gus is way down range. Keegan tried to pass that one over, but it wound up being offsides. 5:15 left to play. Jack for the faceoff with Ethan and Caleb. Back on defense, we've got Lucas Colmajor and Fisher. Bulls win this one. Jack said, nope, I want that puck, but turns it over. Fire send it way down ice. Fisher's going to have to hustle back. They take a shot. Whoa, dangerous bounce right there. Another shot. Missed the net, but it gets over to number 11. He feeds it back to his defense, and Ethan Buck chips this one forward. It's Ethan on the attack. It's just Ethan and two defenders now. They slow him down, and Ethan – the puck took a crazy bounce, but it gets over to Jack. Fisher's coming in to help out. Looks like Fire's going to dig this one out. On the attack now. Caleb back-checking and pursuing. Ethan back-checking. Really great job by those wingers to get back and help their defense out, get set. Jack now has it. Jack looking like a one-man army right there on the near side boards. Caleb tried to take this one. It hit the skates of a defender, and I think that probably should have been a tripping on Lucas, but they let that one go. Caleb pursuing. They take a shot. Graham swats that one aside with his glove. Oh, dangerous. Dangerous. And Fire cleaned that one up, and that's going to be one for them. 3:35 left to play in this game. That was a great setup, great pass to the slot, the low slot right there in front of the goalie, and they just had Graham out of position. Remy for the faceoff. Nate and Will with him. They win this one back to the defense. Colton chips it over against the boards, but Nate can't quite get there. We've got people losing their feet right at center ice. Defense dropping back. Great job getting a stick on it by Jude. Remy's going to clear this one out in the neutral zone. Fire drops way, way back. They're going to clear this one before Remy can get to it. Colton chips it up. Colton goes over to Will. Will can't get a handle on it, but, man, he's got some speed. He gets there first. Loses the puck. They send it back at our defense. Jude's going to go against the far side boards in the open space. And Colton diving down. Colton tries to feed it into the low slot. Nothing doing. Now the Fire is going to get it. They pass it over. Going to skate this one out. Feed the guy up in neutral zone. Jude with the pressure right there back to Will. Jude doing a great job of pressuring on that far side. Colton goes to Nate. Nate makes a couple of moves. Nate stick kind of knocks him off the puck there, but Nate's battling, keeps possession, tries to backhand this when they do get it out of the zone. Fire has to tag up. This one's stolen by Will. He pushes into the offensive zone. And Fire recover. They sling this one way out and downrange. Picked up by Bay Thomas coming off the bench. She's got a head full of steam. Oh, loses possession of the puck. She's got to get back on sides. Great job by Sasha to check up and not cause an offsides there. They fire this one back at the defense. Bay winds up and slings one right in the low slot. It gets tied up with defenders, and Keegan can't quite stuff that one home. Skating through the middle, through center ice. There's a whole bunch of pushing going on. Keegan now has it. Keegan feeds Sasha. Sasha has it. Sasha takes a shot. Blocked aside by the goalie. Great stop there. Sasha sends it back to Keegan. Keegan, loses his feet. It gets back to the defense. Bay feeds Big Ben in open space. Takes a weird bounce, though. Big Ben slaps it forward. Jack came off the bench and managed to intercept that pass and slowed him down. Now Gus is there. Gus slows him down. Big Ben's back in position with Bay. Bay recovers, chips it up the boards for Jack. Jack uses his body to screen the guy off the puck and clears the zone. Great play there by Jack. Fire recover, but Caleb is harassing him right there in the neutral zone. They do manage to clear this one. Bulls send it right back at him. Fire, circling, skates in the neutral zone. They take a shot, and I think that one got past Graham. So that'll be number 2 for them, but that's going to be time. Your Bulls are going to take this one away. We'll see you guys at 3:30 Central, 4:30 Eastern as the Bulls take on the Carolina Rage. Thanks, everybody, for watching, and go Bulls.